I am electrifying.
That's Augie the Froggy, and I'm Obsolete 2003 with more Sleepy Time Game Time. It's officially 5:28 a.m.
Hey, there's at least two things in the mountain. I see a red jewel or gem or whatever the hell. There's another one somewhere I saw.
Very sure not to seeing things.
I always see things. I have eyes. Okay, so one's right there. Did you find the other one? What's up there? I might need your sniper rifle. They weren't after these flowers, were they?
Was the brother doing research on these flowers?
Was that you thinking that, or did you read that?
I read it. I shot the thing down. Did you get it yet or no?
No, it's right there on the stairs. Did you ever see The Constant Gardener?
I don't think so. Sounds familiar, but I don't think so.
Ray Fiennes and Rachel Weisz. That's a pretty good movie. Pharmaceutical thing.
Uh-huh.
Oh, first yawn of the day. First yawn of the gameplay.
Looks like water purifiers. The water is probably for the flowers.
Uh, I
What's up?
finally finished Squid Game yesterday.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
No, I thought you had watched it.
I saw maybe like bits and pieces of the first episode, but I haven't watched the whole thing yet, or any of it for that matter.
Okay.
What was your take on it?
I thought you were like all into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what everybody's been saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's your favorite thing and that you're obsessed with it.
No.
Yeah. Uh, that's my take on it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not as good as Most Extreme Elimination.
Yeah, that's what it was called, right? Most Extreme Elimination Challenge or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And Fall Guys mixed together.
Yeah. Alright, there's a document here from Chris Research Brandon's journal. Chief Researcher Brandon's journal, #1.
It says to make sure you shock your ass.
1966. December 4th, Mr. Spencer once spoke of a flower called the Stairway to the Sun. Supposedly, the flower would give the person who consumed it incredible abilities. Everyone thought it was nothing more than a rumor or a legend that Mr. Spencer was telling us, but later research would prove us wrong. The first person to recognize validity of that story was my teacher, Dr. James Marcus. He hypothesized that a virus hereto unknown might exist that could alter DNA. The man was Persepius?
No.
Perspicacious. His hypothesis turned out to be correct. The virus discovered in that flower was labeled God damn it. Progenitor? Progenitor. I don't know, some fucking thing. For 3 months in Africa, we worked diligently, fretted over results, and started off attacks from the locals. After such time, our effort was finally rewarded. Even Dr. Marcus, who until yesterday looked exhausted, was good spirits. He wanted to return home as soon as possible to delve deeper into his research. I feel the same way. I want to learn the secrets of this virus as soon as possible. 1967. February 12th, we've hit a metaphorical brick wall. We brought the flower back from Africa and attempted to cultivate it here. The initial culture samples of the virus have not shown DNA altering characteristics. We cultivated the flower to mass produce the virus. At first, everything proceeded smoothly. The plants were strong and grew quickly. In a short amount of time, they flowered. But here is where a major problem surfaced. The flowers did not contain the virus. Perhaps the environment in which they are grown triggers the development of the virus. This matter must be investigated further. March 23rd. We've made no progress. We tried cultivating the flower under different conditions, but with no luck in triggering development of the virus itself. Thus far, we have tried changing the soil, water temperatures, and light exposure, all with no success. I got into heated debate with Dr. Marcus about the direction this research was taking. During this debate, Mr. Spencer interjected some foolhardily notion of starting a company. Without the virus, there's no point in starting a company. Does he not see that? It's all pointless.
Come on!
Alright, you ready to go in?
Yeah. I don't know, at Squid Game there was like obviously there's gonna be leaps in logic and leaps in like, I guess, suspending your disbelief, like, but there's just some things where it's like, it's... Is it gonna be a liquor? Or a hunter?
Could be both. I'm going to the store back here. There's a machine gun ammo on the floor. Telegram from James Marcus. T-Virus development a success. January 13th, 1978. J. Marcus. Interesting. A shelf of files and sketches. Nothing of use here. And so is this some spots really stretched, I guess?
Or just like, even in this make-believe world where this game is like a reality, like some of the decisions and some of the actions are just kind of like dumb.
Yep.
Like it's gimmicky, and then like the stuff that's not gimmicky is alright. But it's mostly gimmicky, and I get that. I mean, that's the thing of it. And like
Yeah.
the stuff that interests me was the stuff that was like a little bit of it, and it's like few and far between. Like most of it is I guess the games they had to do.
Yeah, the death puzzles or whatever.
Yeah. But if you watch it, and I mean, it's only like 9 episodes, and it's stuff we would watch in the background or like be getting ready for work and then just have it on because we like to watch.
Yeah. No, sorry, it's a quick document. Research Center Director Brandon's Journal, 1998. November 16th. We've closed down the research center. It's strange, but I don't really care. I'm different to the whole thing. I feel the same way as when I heard that Arclay facility and Raccoon City were destroyed. When did I become so apathetic? I spent every waking moment researching and extracting the virus. Everything I did was for Dr. Marcus. Actually, when I think about it, I probably stopped caring the day I heard he had died all those years ago. I didn't feel angry or happy or even shocked. I felt nothing at all. It was as if my own emotions just shut down. I just kept sending out samples of the virus to all of Umbrella's laboratories. I was just an automated machine reporting to Umbrella headquarters every time one of my subordinates made a breakthrough or discovered something new. I was like a zombie ambling through life. No thoughts, no feelings. And now the research center where I spent half my life is closed. I really don't care one way or another. It's probably all for the best. Perhaps it is too late to have any semblance of life again. Ouch. From Chief Researcher Brander's Journal, number 2, 1968. April 15th. It's been over a year since we've had any breakthroughs. That's why Dr. Marcus and I have decided to return to Africa. We can no longer continue research without the virus. I know those routine attacks by the locals are really going to rack my nerves, but for the sake of our research, I will persevere. In the face of my foreseen dismay, it was Mr. Spencer who provided the answer. If you're worried about the locals, then we'll just have to remove them from the equation. I can only imagine the look of shock on our faces. The idea never occurred to us. It was quite an atypical solution to our problem, but it seemed to be the only option available. Dr. Marcus and I decided to try Mr. Spencer's plan. August 19th. Finally, some good news. We learned that they were able to chase the locals off the land. The land we acquired only amounts to half of those underground ruins. But if it includes the area where the flower grows, then there should be no issues. Mr. Spencer said the plans to construct research facilities at the site which will expedite our research into the virus. We hastily made our preparations to depart for Africa, but Mr. Spencer requested that Dr. Marcus stay in Raccoon City to take over the training center. We were initially taken aback by this request, but we soon realized it was a logical course of action. Dr. Marcus needs a calm environment to properly conduct his research. If he were in Africa, there would be no proper facility for him to use at this time. I just hope the African research facilities get built soon. So now we'll go alone. I saw the Doof Aspis here, and he's just trying to get my attention. I was reading this novel of notes. Settle down. So now we'll go alone to Africa, send back samples of the virus to Dr. Marcus. Both Dr. Marcus and Mr. Spencer agree this is the best course of action. I have to start making preparations to go. I have a feeling I'll be pretty busy starting tomorrow. September 29th. And no, Esther the Doof. I've been in Africa for 2 weeks now. It's a good thing Dr. Marcus isn't here. The place is far from being A paradise of research and scientific study. The so-called research facilities are nothing more than a bunch of tents, and we have to employ armed soldiers to keep the locals at bay. But the thing that gets to my nerves most is the sound of the construction for the real research facilities. How am I supposed to concentrate on research when everything is threatening to drive me insane? I'm trying to just concentrate on extracting virus samples from the flower so I can send them to Dr. Marcus. Hopefully if I focus my work, I can remain in the same godforsaken place. Holy fuck balls. I'm just gonna skip through this. That's on the... no. June 15th. Research complete. Officers fill them. We're talented, but it's gonna be front line. Events, the old Skinflint Spencer actually agreed with me on. Finally. Alright. Yes, the dupe is here and he's watching.
Is he staying up late or getting up early?
Getting up early. He's getting ready to kind of mostly pretend to work soon. And now he's trying to spam the chat.
God damn it. You have no space.
Cases of sample space. Oh, for the flower?
Yeah, is a herb. I have a thing, but I gotta combine it.
Yeah, give me one.
Come on!
Alright, so... Is that your Squid Games ringtone?
No, it's... Yeah, I get up for work. I normally be getting up for work.
I need ammo.
Yeah, you could ask more politely. No, I imagine in the Squid Game writers room there's like two sets of groups, like the group of guys that's like, yeah, let's think of ways to kill people in funny, cool ways, and then there's the other guys that are trying to create like thematic elements to the thing. Oh, let's try to create some type of deeper thing to this.
And no S, I'm not gonna say the whole thing.
I don't know how, but they could be using them to produce biological weapons. This is the facility from the picture, no doubt about it.
We're finally getting somewhere.
So I was thinking, somehow I don't think these are for Mother's Day. Trisell, an email to an acquaintance. Hey, I know this is sudden, but I'm going to be getting some time off soon. We've completed most of our work on the new project. Sorry, no, I can't talk about work. So they're giving us some sort of time off as a reward for all our hard work. All the staff are leaving tomorrow and we'll finally be getting out of this country. I'm heading straight back to Arizona, and I can't wait to get home and see everyone. More than that, I think I'll just be happy to get away from the high and mighty Miguel guy. Thinks he's some sort of super genius. Miguel's the guy that sits next to me at work. He's a good researcher and all, don't get me wrong. He's got some good ideas and is good noticing details, but every time he opens his mouth he just goes on and on about how great he is. Kind of reminds me of someone. You can't even begin to imagine what torture it is to hear that day in and day out. I wish I made a sedative I could give him.
Reminds me of Trains, Planes, and Automobiles, where Steve Martin's tearing into John Candy about he can listen to any boring lecture now that he spent time with Dale Griffin or whatever his name was. And he'll have a smile on his face, and people ask him, how can you just listen to this stuff? Because I spent time with Dale Griffin. And you know what they'll say? The shower curtain guy? And yeah, okay.
S writes, I knew that comment was coming in all caps. As soon as I heard goes on about how great he is, I thought to myself, some smart aleck comment is coming. Not even a split second later. But forget all of that. What matters is that I should be back home within a few days, and when I get back I'll give you a call. We gotta go and get smashed. I could use the break. Talk to you soon, Ryan. I don't think Ryan made it home. Ooh, shit. This is a trip hazard. Should be a wet floor sign.
Yeah, custodian's day off.
No.
Has S watched the phenomenon of that is known as Squid Game?
I doubt it.
Man, this is a lot of buildup.
It's like it was torn apart by animals. Not a good way to go. And he writes, I don't care to watch Squid Game.
Yeah.
There's the lever. Are you ready?
Yeah,
Some shit's about to go down.
I hope so. Guess we gotta break the glass, or did we miss? Yeah. Did it say anything, or you just did it?
Just did it.